Hello everyone, and welcome to the Dice Commando YouTube channel. I'm Andrew, with you here as always. This is Go Again, a fabulous video cast covering the trading card game Flesh and Blood. This video and others like this one are possible thanks to viewers like you. Please show your support with a like and subscribe, and be sure to hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss any new videos. If you want to get involved with the channel, consider becoming a channel member. There are many benefits to channel membership, including access to our Discord, exclusive deck tech and strategy videos, and the opportunity to help create channel content. I want to sincerely thank all our channel members, as I truly couldn't do this without your support. You guys rock. Go Commando.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Dice Commando and Go Again, a fabulous cast. So yesterday was our Skirmish event at Gongaii Games in Portland, Oregon, USA. The event went really well, and there was of course a lot of excitement around it, especially for me personally, because it was our first IRL play at that shop. That's my LGS. It's our first IRL that we've had since we went into lockdown, which was supposed to be Arcane Rising release weekend. So it's been a long slog for us. We're actually back playing cards in real life, and it was a skirmish to boot. So today I want to recap that, tell some fun stories, some cool games that I saw go down yesterday, kind of recap the event itself, and then do some shameless self-promotion at the end, letting everybody know about the fact that we are kicking off regular Flesh and Blood play at Gongaii Games, so you should come join us. Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in again. I hope your weekend has also gone well for Fab. You at least got some games in. I know there are a lot of other skirmish events around the world. Wretched Sin, one of our DC team guys, he's in one this afternoon in Chicago, so good luck to him as well. By the time this goes up, maybe we'll have already known how he did. But so before I get into today's breakdown, I really want to give a shout out and reminder to everyone. Gongaii Games is my LGS. They're, of course, the people who hosted this. Now, I TO'd this for them, but, I mean, they were the hosts, and they had everything set up and ready to go. They did a great job. We are kicking off IRL play there. I will finalize the exact schedule through the summer and into the fall with them, and I'll get that published very shortly with the events that we'll be running there and the dates. But in general, we're going to be playing on Saturday afternoons, and we'll be rotating formats as we go. So please come out and join us, and don't forget, guys, that you can use code Commando10 at checkout, even if you're shopping with them just online, and you get 10% off. And then, again, that doesn't help me. It's just something that Gongaii does for the community to, make sure that the community comes and shops and plays at Gongaii. So thank you to Gongaii. Good event yesterday. I think it went off mostly well without a hitch, and for being our first one back, we'll take it as a win. I think it was definitely a win. I think a lot of people had good times. All right, so the big surprise of the weekend was about 9:30, maybe 9 o'clock on Friday night. Get a post from Joshua Schott, aka Josh the Intern, that he had just landed in Portland and he was in town. So we met up, we grabbed a beer, and then basically went home and slept and got ready for the next day. So I'm the next morning, and play started, and he did pretty well. So what I'm showing up right now is the graphic. This has already been shared across social media, so I'm sure you've already seen it at this point. But the full field, so we had 14 register and 13 showed. One was a no-show. I was debating whether or not I was going to play or not. I was skewing towards the no, but I was going to play if it was an odd number. It wasn't, so I didn't play, which ended up being a good thing because we had a fair amount of new people. I'd say about 25% of the field was pretty new players, so there was a lot of questions I was answering as the day went on, and whoever would have been playing me would have had a not good time as I kept getting up. So it was definitely the right thing to do there. We ended up with 13 is my point. That's what I was saying. I would have popped in, but we had 14 register. It was no show. So anyway, we ended up having a person with a bye. The full field breakdown was there were three prisms. That was a little bit of a surprise to me that there weren't more IRAs. I know Prism is pretty popular, and she's a really good one for new players to come in with. One of the Prisms was a new player. The other two were not. We had two IRAs. Nathaniel was actually running an IRA deck that I had helped him build, and he did really, really well there. Josh was on IRA as well, which you can see in that graphic. We had two young Boltons, both of which I'll stop saying young because obviously this is Skirmish, right? But we had two Boltons, both of which made the top four, which was really great. Both the Bolton players were really strong. We had 2 chains, 1 Bravo. I bet if there were more Bravos, actually, I'm surprised Bravo didn't do as well. I think just the way he lined up, I don't think he actually ran up against very many prisms. So I think that's kind of how he fell where he did. 1 Thea, 1 Levia, which was awesome, and then of course Adam running his Cavdane deck. So we knew we were going to see that. So that was pretty awesome. The top 4 ended up being Josh Schott on Ira, Billy Horn, Joshua Madison, both on Bolton. And then Justin Salmon, the eventual winner, was on Prism. He did take it overall. So yeah, that was how the field broke down and how the event went. As far as, just want to share some cool stuff I saw, aside from just the fact that I was really impressed with, we did have some new players there, right? And there were, some players were moving slower or wanted some help. And, I thought the community at large was really, really good at helping out new people, at being pretty forgiving, or at least talking through mistakes. And that's what we've come to expect from the Gongaii community, but you're never sure on a higher level tournament like this where it pulls in people who aren't from this community. I was really impressed overall at kind of the gamesmanship, the sportsmanship that we saw. So that was really great. Another I want to throw up Steelblade Shunt. It's funny how sometimes you forget things that you used to know, right? So Steelblade Shunt, obviously, it does what it does. It's been around forever. We've known that it's very effective against weapons, specifically Kodachis. We've known that for a long time. But I had actually recently taken it out of my Bolton deck, and then I was reminded watching, I think this was round 4, it was Nathaniel versus Joshua Madison, and Nathaniel went down to 1 health against Warrior, and Joshua basically went into turtle mode, just trying to find, he was just trying to stay alive, because I think he had 1 or 2 health left. He just went into turtle mode trying to find his shunt, and he was just digging for his shunt. He was sinking and everything he could to get it, and he finally pulled his shunt and ended the game. And that was a really, really good game. Both the guys played that really, really well. And it was just funny to see, we've all been shunted, right? It's happened to almost all of us. And I was just like, why did I remove that from my deck again? I should probably go put that back in my deck. So it's back in my deck as of an hour ago. So that was good times. There were also some really, it's Blitz, it's kind of wombo combo. I've seen some pretty crazy stuff go off. Justin's deck was really kind of built around kind of the Genesis Tome Super Draw combo. I do still think that maybe Luminaris might be a little too good with the Go Again. I'm kind of wondering if you shouldn't. It is what it is. But that the Herald of Erudition that lets you draw 2 cards with the yellow in your pitch and just keep swinging is that's pretty brutal, right? Because it comes in Dominate and pretty brutal, especially if you can pummel on it. And that's what I saw him pull off a couple times. Is he had pummel in the arsenal, he'd throw that down, he'd pummel. There's basically nothing you can do about it, and then he draws and swings at least once or twice more. And yeah, good stuff there. So I was able to get games recorded from all of the rounds. I haven't gone through them all yet to make sure they came out. I know we did catch a lot of, again, it's our first time back in here. I know we caught a lot of glare in the one spot we were in. Fluorescent lights are just a B. Plus, it's also tricky in this game, right? Because you have to kind of figure out everything by what plane it's on, and then everybody uses the perfect fits or this or that, and everybody's cards are at different heights, which also makes one game you'll be glaring here and another game you'll be glaring here. But anyway, they'll be up, and you can listen to the players play, and people make mistakes and learn from mistakes, and I think that's all part of it. And I think that's really what makes IRL play, watching videos of it, really, really good. So I think that helps people learn their own play and helps other people learn. And if you choose to attack people for mistakes they've made, that's really your lack of learning as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it from the weekend. Again, that was the aside from the Josh surprise, and we wanted to shoot a cast together, but we kind of just went and got a couple beers instead. So because he had to fly out early, he flew out way early this morning. But anyway, that's pretty much it for the event. Again, I do want to talk real specifically or not specific. I want to talk about the events a little more in detail that we're planning for the summer. So. Gongai's opening. We're June 30th is when Oregon officially comes out of lockdown as per governor order. Gongai's opening up on July 1st. However, we're also in addition to the fact that everyone suddenly has to learn how to play in real life again in terms of managing their schedule and not just sitting at the computer. Plus, it's the summertime and people on vacation. instead of doing every Saturday, we have every Saturday slotted at Gongaii, but instead of doing every Saturday for the first month, maybe the first 2 months, we're going to do every other week. The reason for that is, again, with us ramping up and everybody being, people being on vacation, it's better to have two events with, it's better to have less events with more people at each event than it is to have a bunch of events with like 3 or 4 people at them, right, in terms of community building. So for July, at least, maybe into August, we'll be doing every other week, with the intention by absolutely 100% by September, we'll be in an every week type of armory scenario. The plan there will be probably alternate. We'll have to, we'll of course play it by field by what people are wanting, but we'll likely be doing, like an alternation of constructed limited in some form. We probably will be drafting more than we do sealed, at probably like a 2-to-1 ratio or something like that, just because it's cheaper. But again, we'll see what the community wants, and then of course that'll change when Kingdoms comes out, which is about mid-September is what it's looking at, just from what we're hearing on LVO, right, and all that. So we'll kind of play that by ear. But in terms of that, like I said, we will rotate formats. With the time slot we have, we're going to be playing Blitz more often than we'll be playing Classic Constructed, just for how much time we have. But we will be doing Classic Constructed events as well. In those cases, we might always just limit it to 3 rounds or something like that, and we'll just figure it out on the back end. But yeah, please, if you're interested, head over to Gongaii. You can join their Discord. Come join Dice Commando. I'll be posting the schedule there as well. And yeah, come out and join us, and it'll be a great time. So that's pretty much it for today. I just wanted to thank everybody for coming out yesterday again. I want to emphasize I was really impressed with how the community helped each other. It was a really, overall, it was a really friendly event yesterday. We had one issue with, in the final of, a spectator jumping in and pointing out a mistake, which was unfortunate. But that stuff does happen in games, and, that's just how it goes. So everyone did a great job yesterday. Really, really, again, very pleased with how everything went. Thank you to Gongaii for, giving me the opportunity to come in and do it and record and run the event. And, we can improve, and we'll go from there. And next time we'll hopefully be up to, 20-some people and just keep growing. So anyway, thanks, folks, for joining us today. If you have any questions, comments, you feel free to put in the comments below. Go ahead, actually do it right now. Look down there and make sure that subscribe button is lit up. If not, go ahead and click it and subscribe, and keep getting some info from us. And looking for, again, we have IRL games coming, and the more we start to play recorded IRL games coming, the more we play, the more we record, and the better it is for everybody. So anyway, thanks, folks, for tuning in. We'll see you on the flip side, and go Commando.